Hello, and welcome back to Diablo 3. I almost said the wrong game again because I've been playing a lot of Deep Rock. Part 2 of our Season 23 journey, where we're just playing a Gears of the Dreadlands Demon Hunter for an unknown amount of time. We played Season 21 or 22 a bit for a couple of weeks, and I was like, alright, we're good. So, it's not like that's not going to happen here. It probably will, but hey, let's have some fun. Let's just see where we get to. You know, it's just a good little time burner, so... Last stream, we managed to finish off this Dreadland set, get our belt, get a Dawn from a friend, and get some stuff banked, but we haven't run any rifts yet ourselves. We haven't done anything solo. Also already Paragon 488, geez, like 2 hours or less. Which, I mean, there's nothing crazy, but it's a lot. So we need to see what our build needs to be correct. Let me dump this here. And this here. Our build is not right, so we need to fix that. Devouring Arrow. Number 1 is preparation with what? Preparation Focus Mine. I just about clicked on the OBS version of the game. Focus Mine. I don't think this build uses Vault because it doesn't need it. Yeah, we use Shadow Power Gloom. Obviously we use Vengeance with, I'm assuming, Seath for now. Typically Dark Heart or something later. Yeah. Alright, found nice Bladed Armor. Which I've liked and not liked at different times. Sometimes I just prefer to use Companion Bat. That way we get a little bit more Hatred regen. Hardly any, but we can also just pop Hatred for like a just get up and go when you're almost out and you don't want to generate. I mean, Plated Armor's nice. We'll see. I just feel like it's probably overkill. For our passives, we're going to be using Coal, Numb, Arch, Ambush. So, Coal, Numbing, Archery, and Ambush. That's the heart, dummy. So get more damage on Cold Chill, or Slow Chilled. When we hit them with those types of skills, like Found Knives and stuff like that. Found Knives and other skills, we can make them do less damage. 8% more damage from that. 40% more damage, enemies above 75% health. So we could possibly just insta-kill them faster, which is probably not going to happen, but we'll see. And we need to cube this. And what else do we need to cube? Alright, our quiver. So we need a quiver, we need the depth diggers, and then we want to cube the conventional way. But we're not cubing this bad boy until we have to, because it's like really damn good damage rolls. It's having a kind of like crappy secondary roll, which is fine. I always like to roll diamonds, because I feel like you're going to start paragoning up real quick and stacking lots of dexterity. And it's harder to get all resist than it is dex. So, I roll this. I mean, it's not hardcore, dying doesn't matter, but still. Because we're not going to be doing any content far above our own like abilities. We'll throw on Squirt's Necklace. Elusive Ring is useless, technically, right now. But it is the best thing we have. Yeah. So, no worth rerolling the rings right now. Not going to bother. So, I have no idea. I always forget the power balance whenever I start another season. So, what we're going to do is start off on Paragon 10. Paragon 10, geez. Torment 10. Kind of see how things go. While we get a set of bounty materials that'll be able to cube. And we'll kind of go from there. What do we need to do? Enter the last mine, huh? Okay. I forgot how to play, sorry. Whee! It's been a few months, okay? That's my excuse, at least. I don't think I get the bonus from the Found Knives. I don't hit anything, right? Nope. You don't need to hit anything with it. Okay, cool. Is this the right way? And it does seem like we're strong enough already. So that's kind of nice. Oh yeah, we are absolutely very capable. I was trying to remember something. Yeah. Sorry. Don't think I needed to pop those, but that's okay. Pick up loot, because we actually could use it for now. We're not that strong yet, but we're not weak, you know, like, we've got stats. But we do need to, like, go and save this build next. And, go set up, so, like, we need to make, like, a speed build, a farming build, stuff like that. Come on, buddy. So that's just damage reduction. Right, we have to continue now. I was like, what? Oh, hell yeah. It's the one we want to see right now. Alright, the muscle memory is coming back to me. You know, of the character that basically just requires you to, like, press one button. But that's fine. Hopefully audio's not bad. I think the game's probably a little low. I have to turn it up real high. If not, I mean... It's not like this game is particularly amazing sounding, right? So, I mean, ain't nobody, like, man, being like, oh man, the Diablo 3 sound effects are amazing. The way that zombie groaned when I killed it. The sound of him shooting that crossbow. Anyways, I forgot to get my Templar skills. I mean, I think it's this, right? Heal, life regen. Resource gen, yeah. Kind of an good extra life, but whatever. I'm not going to bother giving the Templar things until he can emanate with anything, because there's no point right now. I don't really care. I guess we don't really need the buff. We're a little strong right now. And that's fine, we'll just finish everything on Torment 10. Get our bearings, kind of figure out how to play. I'm trying to remember how I used to make this build even faster, and I'm drawing a blank. Let's find out. Lyrics, man, or what do we gotta do? Get kills? Yeah. Got our buffs on. Kills should be the easy part. Yeah. We definitely, did not choose a high enough paragon. Later, nerd. Whatever I had on 2 before used to be something to make me move faster. Crazy how fast you can forget things. At the same time, like, it doesn't really matter. I should look up, like, before I do the next set of bounties, I'll look up what I should be using for, like, a rifting version of this set. Come on, you guys, get up. Okay, so that doesn't count. Alright. I guess it's only 100 enemies. Oh, right, because you can go to the second half up here, right. Wow. For some reason, I thought it was already up here. I was like, where is everything? Oh, I hear a goblin. Oh. The disappointment goblin. So we'll do a little bit of research in a second. Like, for example, I keep pressing Shadow Power. I do not need that toughness right now. Oh, I know what it was now. I know exactly what I should be speccing into. So, preparation. Can't touch it because it's on cooldown, but we're going to switch preparation to the movement speed one. Nice. Another Harrington. And, let's go ahead and mind. And then I'll mention why I'm going to switch this. Discipline over time is cool, but, it's not preparation. There's a skill that get, like, one of them. Where are ya? That. Yeah. Lame. 2 whole Paragon levels, oh my. Anyways. Let's save this terrible build and just call it generic for now. Let's check the variant chart out. Where is it? Taeguk is kind of the best. Simplicity, strength is amazing. We don't have it yet. You're telling me that this can go up, huh? Well, we can. We're gonna give this guy a legendary crossbow so we can see what it does to his damage. It's actually not bad now. I don't know, the heals are pretty handy, but I mean, half the time we're not even going to be running into stuff that needs us to heal. So, let's see. Crippling. Let's go crit chance. Actually, that's probably better overall. Piercing shot. I don't know. Let's see what Knight's Veil looks like, I guess. And let's do this, this. Now, the one thing I don't know about is, yeah, when I should probably upgrade this Dawn. Like, should I gift it? I don't think it should. It rolled mid-level Vengeance cooldown again, as always. And, you know what, that's fine. Yeah, there should be enough extra. God, that takes a lot of freaking discipline. I'm really drawing a blank on how I had myself built before to, like, not burn discipline that badly. Yeah, that's too much discipline, so... Let's switch that back to prep. We do that, and we keep shadow power on longer. I guess that's good for toughness, but, like, for bounties, like, I already know for a fact it's way overkill, so... Should probably upgrade our gem, but we don't need to right now. Oh, yeah. Gimme. Just in case we, like, disconnect or something like that. That's not, you know... have any problems pop up that we could have avoided. So, let's see here. 3% for 3 seconds goes to... Oh, okay. Wait, that didn't roll dex. Oh my god. I was like, something's off about this gloves. Wait. Trying to disassemble. Yeah, that's right here, buddy. Alright, let's do Act 2 bounties. What is this? Kill cool? Nope, curse fire. Okay. It's gonna be a while before I stop doing that. I don't think we can get enough here, but we're gonna try, right? That's all we can do. I always found this event really hard for some reason because you just did not get enough enemies to spawn, even though you're killing them as soon as they spawn. That might just be crazy, though. Yeah, sure. I'm probably gonna hit 100 enemies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're at 200 something kills right now. Easy. I got like 3 Crusader 2 books for some reason. 4? What the hell? Jeez. That's something else. Trying to think. Yeah, we're fine. Another guy's bigger. Garbage. Oh, that overtook this. The teleporting. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not. Why is it so hard about finding gear with dex? What the hell? Here, have a belt. Okay, that barely scales. Yeah, that doesn't scale that much. Okay. Maybe really OP if it just gained like a gigantic amount, so I don't really care. Oh, I lost health back there. Interesting. I went the wrong way. Yeah, here's the problem with this build, like, right now. We have no hatred just from moving. So. Maybe I didn't go the wrong way. Yeah, until we make the speed variant happen, it's gonna be, there are gonna be times where, like, yeah, we just have to stop and basic attack for a second to refill. Kind of why I don't like extra attack speed is nice for damage, but at the same time, kind of a double-edged sword. God, this game. Wow, okay. Apparently we didn't go the wrong way. And we just wasted time. Let's just pop everything, shall we? It'd be nice with depth diggers on and whatchamacallit. The COE being moved over once we get to the rings, but we'll probably be a little while. Alright, so we're doing billions of damage already, and it's on the other side. I hate you, game. This split level should just have the waypoint in the middle between the two levels and not on the far left side. Thank you. Alright, let's see. I definitely want to speed this build up. It's already super fast, but it could be better. Nope, not doing your quest. They're all next to each other. That's kind of neat. You. Don't kill me. Definitely tried. Ha! Took him out, though. We'll get the invincibility token soon for the follower. I'm not too worried about that yet. We still have to do the deep dive in Deep Rock, too. That'll probably happen tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday. What? Game. Watch this also be the wrong way. I don't know these maps that well anymore. So forgetful. That was the mission? Okay. Oh, we should probably get rid of the moth wings too. They're super ugly. I still can't tell what feels off about the build the way I have it. There's a shrine back there, but that's fine. Chance of being a bandit shrine is so tiny anyways. Nope. What the hell? Are we just going the wrong way? Oh, okay. We ran out of hatred. Come on. I know nothing about the lore and the plot of this either. It's kind of funny. Like, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know what that boss is. I just know that I must kill. We must emanate. Oh, I actually does space for that. Yum, yum. I'll throw some of this on them, too. That's 2x. Act 3. Fly through that. Every time I press number 2, and it's no longer a movement speed buff right now. And we're out of hatred again. God, that's even on seed mode right now. Woo. Just not enough density to gain hatred back fast enough. Gimme. Hey, Ellie. What's up, girl? Are they all like in the room in the corner? Like this room right here? Wow, there's nothing in there. What oh, this is the floor plan that has like the big open square room, isn't it? That goes around that like that unwalkable area. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Dog scratching time. Go. This should be an easy one, but maybe not, because we have to wait for enemies to even spawn, which means that we're not going to be able to generate that much. Oh, what's up, girl? What? Hey. Playing and petting. Two difficult things to do together. Also, we should really get this this legendary gem up. It would be a nice little buff. Girl, wait, Ellie. Usually the fun part about this map is because of all the birds constantly spawning in, you can't even leave that easily, if I recall. Where are they at? Like in a second, I'll try to teleport out. I think birds are still gonna pop red, right? Yeah, see? Stupid. Hey. You want scratches? How's it going? Watch this just be a dead end next to it. Oh, no, this is it. And our hatred's gone. Whew. Need more, resource cost reduction, badly. There's no hope for it now, because I know they're working on Diablo 4 and, like, Diablo 2 Remaster was like, man, if only you didn't have to, like, wait for a skipped cutscene to fight a boss. Like, imagine you just walk into the boss room, the boss is already there and ready to go. That'd be a neat little, like, momentum preservation technique. Oh, wait, that's not the end of it. Let's identify this for him, huh? Ah, 200 crossbows or bows. I had no idea. I've literally never used this follower. I think. Oh, hi. Nice. We should probably really make the, invulnerability token soon for the scoundrel. Because, yeah, I mean, they're also kind of useless when they're dead all the time. Oop, I just ran right into that fire. That fire right there. And the last one is probably up there. Like, probably all the way the other direction is my guess. Oh, does this continue through? To the next floor. Okay. Oh wow, we have really, really bad sustain on Vengeance, I just noticed. That's kind of scary. Definitely gonna need some cooldown on our weapon very soon. 20% on the weapons, you know, combined across the weapons would be nice. Getting some on the shoulders is gonna be nice. Hey cutie, how are you? I saw you crocheting earlier for a while. I was watching you attach something's head to its body. Like a surgeon of fibers. Head to the body. You were literally bringing it to life. Stabby stabby. I am doing great. Although tomorrow I'll probably be going through a living hell at work. Because, we got some personnel changes going on. And it's gonna make life very, 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 very busy. So, it's gonna be questionably interesting. Quick and painless. Yeah, it's like that workplace drama that has, like, between a few people that have, like, is boiled up enough to become a problem that impacted everybody. So I guess we're gonna have to kind of see how that works. And I know it just means more work for everybody else involved. Or, you know, everybody else that got caught in the blast radius, I guess you could say. So, like, oh, what? Oh, whoops. It's gonna be interesting. And then June and July, I know we've got a couple of employees having babies, so... I guess April and May are going to have this problem, and then June and July is going to be just busy, just because we're going to be a lot of coverage and stuff like that, just rearranging of roles and priorities and stuff. The downfall part of teamwork. Yeah, it sucks because I feel like it could have been avoided. If people just manned up and talked to each other. Well, that's the wrong way to put it. Just, people don't like to deal with the problems or the bad things. They'd rather dance around them. Ooh. I got 2 Avarice bands? What? Okay. But he can't have 2, right? No. God forbid his fingers have 2 different things on them. But yeah, I know there's going to be a huge strategy meeting involved and being like, well, what do we do now? How do you guys want to do for the next steps? And stuff like that. I have 10 fingers, what you going to do? I know, like, I don't mind if 2 of his rings look identical. Like, I'm down with that. Like, you know, like my ring is your ring. They've got this new system in this game. I typically only play Diablo for a couple of days or maybe a few weeks at a time. That's my brother. He's gonna be playing with me in a little bit. So basically, certain gear pieces. Remember people being able to farm for real money? Yes. I had a friend sell an Echoing Fury for like 125 bucks one time or something like that. But I think the main point of this season is like, you can now give your followers an entire set of gear. Why is that flashing? What the hell? Oh, because it wants you to be able to see both? That is so bad. But yeah, so when this item says emanates, you can put it on your follower and you get the buff too. That's what your brother did when he was on Yeah, my, who knows, he might have sold stuff to the owner of the first company I worked for out of college. I mentioned it earlier, but like, I don't know if I mentioned it to you already too, but like, what got me in real good with the company I worked for after college was the owner of the company was a big Diablo 3 player and fan, but he used the real money auction hall all the time. Your parents were like, how are you able to pay rent? Diablo 3. And they're like, is that the name of a new drug that they're selling? Or is that like one of those Windows games? Yes, mother. Yes, father. It is a drug on the Windows Store. Because these... Back when I was a kid, I worked in the coal mines. God, can you imagine? Also, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I know what I was doing. I need to forge a scoundrel token. 3 of them, in fact. Or 4, because I don't know how to count. Good old honest money for all that lung damage. I guess they're both temporary, right? Lungs and money. But being able to make fun of your grandkids, that's forever. Because even when you're in the grave, they're going to be like, you know what Grandpa used to always say? Priceless. Grandpa was a jerk. Oh boy, that's expensive. Oh! God damn it. That's not the one I wanted. Crap. I can do this 2 more times. Yes, I got it! Yay. My follower now cannot die. 1 in 3 chance. Also, like, I have... Is this a moth or a butterfly? I don't even know what these wings are. But I don't feel like they did a good job, because, like, I feel like predators are going to see that and just still eat me, because there's, like, no false eyes on it. I don't even see dust on them, either. Like, I'm not even going to taste bad, let alone be scary to, like, potential predators. I am literally just not a good bug. We're going to put this one away. I don't think there's a use for the other ones anymore, but it looks pretty, though. Yeah, it kind of fits. Pretty delicious. Oh my god. What are you, a frog? You gonna eat me? Maybe we should change it. All these wings are so gaudy looking. Like, what the hell? Every one of them just looks so stupid. Like, these look cool, I guess, but, like, just kind of looks like a bunch of spaghetti noodles are flying out of my back. Ugh. But we can also put on pets, so... The Carry Essence wings. Carry Which ones? Oh! I was gonna mention, too. Like, we watched that, like, that Yakuza House Husband trailer. Or whatever it was called. That looks hilarious. Like, oh my god, that had me dying because I was watching with a buddy. Oh, we absolutely will. It starts on the 8th. And like, I love it too. Ow. He loves puppies. Oh my god, the little dog just licking his face. It reminds me so much of Majima. And that's why somebody actually recommended that I read it before I realized there was going to be a show on it when you guys posted the trailer. And I had it bookmarked because I'm like, man, if it's like Majima, like, sign me up. I cannot get enough of, like, especially Kiryu too, but like Majima was just, how did they write a character so damn good? It's like frustrating how good the Yakuza universe wrote everything for how few people actually have ever played the game series or know about it. I feel like a lot of game series, and this probably goes for a lot of movies too, and music, a lot of things don't get, like, just don't have the luck of hitting the coverage they need to show off how good they are. Like, in the Quiet Vento is so good. It's like, it's cute. And like him acting like he's like paying the cashier to like hide a body or something. He goes, I hope this will cover it. And the show is like, sir, do you have your price card? Your points card? Writing a character development is so good. And I can't wait for when I finally get Kiwami 1 and 2 on sale. Actually, I should be looking, so like, is there any deal.com? A friend of mine showed me that yesterday. Because I saw him playing Far Cry 5, and I was like, well, I haven't really been a big fan of Far Cry, because I played through 3 a couple of times, because I really like Voss, the bad guy. And I played through 4 once, and I was like, it's not bad. And then I saw 5, and I was like, we're on cooldown for like 10 years. Because it's the same exact formula every time, it's a different theme. I was wearing a different suit. You don't follow that series, you're not sure? Yeah, it's just basically like a goofy, like, gunning game, I guess. Like, run around, kill things, climb towers, and unlock, like, achievements, and get a skill tree of stupid things. And this one's, like, in Montana. So, like, basically, you're like a cop, or some kind of, like, federal enforcement agent, sent to Montana, to a remote place in Montana, to take out, like, arrest the leader of a cult. But then it turns out that the cult's got a lot more going on. They're a lot more involved than they thought, and you get stuck, and you gotta fight your way out. So, I'm going to be streaming that one soon. Probably. I picked it up yesterday because it was on like 80% off. And can't pass up that. So, and it's got really good seamless co-op. Not seamless, but like you could just jump in your friend's world and just play with them. And just do stupid stuff like drive them off a cliff and jump out at the last second and watch them die and laugh. Shoot them in the back of the head. Blow up the car they're sitting in. Crash the helicopter you guys are flying in. Throw C4 at them. Basically, you could be a real dick. That just sounds hilarious. It's really like a GT. Yeah, it's like if Grand Theft Auto and Just Cause had a baby. That's how I would put it. Like, I watched my friend play for like an hour the other day. Let me see. He came over. We hung out yesterday. Yeah, Saturday morning he played it? I don't know. Anyways. He's driving past a gas station, and his car gets flipped upside down. It turns out there's a pissed-off moose just going down the road that flipped his car, tackled his car, killed a bystander. He gets in another car, starts driving away, turns around, starts shooting the moose in the head, screaming. And not even 5 minutes later, another moose knocks his car upside down. And I just couldn't. Like, how do you guys deal with moose? And then, like, the, segue into, Canadian majestic animals. We end up watching the Letterkenny episode about Canadian goose. Or Canadian geese. And just, every single thing about Canadian geese. It's like, they were just mentioning, did you know that Canadian geese were flying over John F. Kennedy when he got shot? They were trying to let him know he's about to get shot. It's just oh my god. Well, they are vicious assholes. So, the premise of this episode was there's a prominent golf course, and they were putting oil on the eggs so that they couldn't hatch. And that pissed off the main characters so much because they're like, you don't mess with a Canadian goose. And the whole episode was just them defending the Canadian goose and saying good things about the Canadian goose and stuff like that. It's just, it was too much. That show cracks me up so much. It's like, what else did they say? Oh yeah, everyone's an expert at everything. Everyone's an expert. Legit parks and campground will have attempt detour routes because they are nesting and they will mess you up. They have teeth, right? Oh, ooh. They hiss and peck at you. So, homeless drug addicts then. but with wings. See, that's why I'm glad, like, we don't have big birds here. I don't think, like, we got ducks, but they're tiny. However, when I went to California the other day, they had ducks, like, the size of Ellie. And I kept trying to, like, quack really loudly at them, and then they would quack back and, like, look at me, literally look at me sideways. You guys have turkeys too. Turkeys are weird. Like, super weird. I don't know why, but, like, big ducks, they were huge. We stayed in the car. Turkeys are very dumb. They, I saw a video of a turkey trying to attack a truck. Hang on. Can you imagine, though, like... Well, I know what turkeys are like. I had one... I raised one for, like, 2 months, and then I, you know, slaughtered it. So, like... I don't know. I don't like turkeys because they're loud. But, all I've heard from a lot of people that have, like, hunted turkeys is that they're really hard to hunt. But they seem so stupid whenever I see anything about them ever on the internet. It's like, are the hunters bad, or are the turkeys that are getting hunted just really good at, like, avoiding dying? Hey, Liv, how are you? How is Sunshine? Ooh, a Ramalani's gift. That's super rare. Oh, I haven't killed enough enemies yet. Oopsie. Oh no, we need to run! Look at this little man running so fast next to me. Like, I've turned my follower into a marathon runner. I've also seen turkeys walking in a loop for hours during work. Wait, you've actually seen the turkey loop? I've seen that on video, but I didn't. Shouldn't make fun of their pants because they had guns. You should ask them, like, are you guys covered in turkey piss that you attract the turkeys? Just like something completely off base, just to confuse them. Haven't peeked through it, so I was playing Diablo. It's pretty. This is like the most fast-paced character I've ever played. But it's very satisfying. Somebody wanted me to play it earlier, and I was like, hell yeah. And then that spawned 2 other friends to be like, hey, maybe we can play together. And I was like, you know what? Yes. I do need to get on more Deep Rock Galactic, but everybody was doing things this weekend. Plus, we've been playing a shit ton of that game. Like, holy crap. You gotta tell them, like, you're doing work and you're gonna cross the field. Don't shoot me, you have to turn me. Technically, they're trespassing. We're not here to force you all. I mean, at the same time, though, those guys... I don't know, most hunters, and, like, not most hunters, but... Most of the time, the people with guns like that, using them for, like, a purpose like that, are pretty smart and conservative with their guns. Because they know, like, they do anything even remotely threatening or stupid, those guns are going bye-bye for life. And their hunting chances. And they don't ever want to get caught by, like, a game warden, you know, hunting when they're not supposed to be. Because then their problem just gets multiplied. Yeah, my grandpa will have problems, like, on his land. He owns, like, well, me and my grandmother had a bunch of land out there. Or actually, kind of like you guys, you know, out by Buffalo. And, when my grandpa would have people on the land that weren't supposed to be for, like, hunting or, riding their horses, he would just shoot his gun into the ground and to scare the horses off or to scare the animals away so that the hunters couldn't get what they wanted. My grandpa's kind of crazy, though. This is a man that would literally said he would eat whatever he had to survive if he was ever in a survival situation. Like, and I'm saying anything. Probably other human beings. Yeah, my grandpa is, like, absolutely insane. He would outlive me in a zombie survival scenario, like 10 to 1. Hands down. Although he's 82 now? I think my grandparents were pretty old when I was born, because... I think they were in their late 20s when my mom got picked up. I was saying, yeah, Survival 1, Gramps. Gramps gonna help me survive the zombie apocalypse. The turkeys would gobble on garbage all night if they wanted to. Wait, So they were hunting by a landfill? Turkeys generally taste better when they've eaten good food, from what I understand. So why would they want to eat turkey that was hunting at a landfill? Like, that's gross. Like, that, you can, like, gut that turkey and find, like, a dirty diaper inside of its stomach or something. Ugh. Maybe they just wanted to blend in with the trash. Look at me laughing at my own joke. Okay, you don't want to do that. I got work to do. You just... you're like, yeah, what do you even tell them? Like, you do you? They could, they really could. Oh my god, an ancient squirts necklace already? Why? It's literally useless! That angers me. Not much, but it angers me. Alright, we don't have pants on him yet. Oh, apparently he's also not wearing a shirt. We don't have anything that can emanate from him. Ooh, I wonder if St. Ashley's gonna make it. I never looked up the guide yet. Just shoot me. Why you ain't gonna give you stuff? It's really neat that the followers can be fully geared now. Like, look at this guy. He's got a little, like, fart aura around him now, too. Like, he am become deaf. He's quite the sick man. Like, why can't any mix any of these? Oh, okay. Because I guess me and Chris played together so recently. This character's not even 2 hours old. Oh my god, he's Paragon $4.95. I mean, that's not that crazy, but it's also not that bad. Alright, so we're going to do that. And we're going to combine these two. Wait. What am I doing? I haven't finished Act 5 yet. I'm dumb. Why is it always Malthael? Alright, let's see if we can even kill Malthael. This guy usually beats me up because, you may not know this, but I'm actually really terrible at this game. Oh, let me give you an example. I just went the wrong way. Like, man. So, what were you crocheting earlier, Cutie? It was like, was it anything specific? I didn't recognize the character from anything. I just know it was a little dude. Oh, it's from BlazBlue? That's a fighting game, right? He's a very girly guy character. Oh. 2D fighter? Okay. I picked a bad time to finish Mega Man Legends, by the way. I got done playing it, and then I was like, oh yeah, you're streaming. I think you were in on part of the when I was doing the Mega Man stuff. Ellie! Oh damn, he's strong. Okay. You didn't get to see much of it? I finished it today. Ah! Yeah, he hurts. Having a rough week. Hope this week is better. Aww. Hopefully things go good for you this week. Do you think it'll be a lot of reports, or do you think it'll be like more tame? You missed it live. It was actually really good. Everything went perfect. But there was a lot of screaming because I got so close to dying against a boss that my health bar was empty, and then I got a health chunk just in time. It was just me screaming, trying to get my camera to even shoot. The boss of the game went actually really well. I was like, I've got this down, and I got hit. But, good memories. No, I should probably do working works. Quit now. What? Don't do that. Wait, what is... Oh, this is Shadow's armor. I think things are gonna get, No, it's not. It's my armor. I'm dumb. Garbage. I'm just hoping, like, we just need some good weeks of work. Everybody. The whole world. Like, what's it gonna take? kind of replenish your sanity. Do you have any time off coming up soon? You guys had a short week last week, right? Pop. You did? Nice. I need to do more time off, because I've got a ton. Like, I think I did mention this one already, but like, I've been planning to take off some time off in May and April and May mainly, because like, when we have a couple of staff members off, we have 2 staff members at the same time having babies. And they both work in a department that I'm not, you know, I don't own that department, but I basically own that department. Because I pretty much run all the policy and procedure for it. And that means a lot of helping out. And now with the changes that we're doing this week and next week with the other guy, yeah, no breaks. We're already kind of prepared for the thing in June, July, because we're going to, you know, it's just find a temp agency, train up the temp that you hire. If they do really well, keep them full-time and use that to help expand. You know, because we'll have the person already hired, so we can expand quickly because we know we can support the expansion. But what's happening this week is something that we figured would eventually happen. At least I did, but now that it actually did, I'm like, well, here we go. That probably makes no sense without context, because I don't want to be too specific, of course, because it's work-related stuff. But you did, but you were beyond the point of caring last week because things wrapped up. Everyone threw stuff at you last minute. Is there any way for you to, like, professionally but promptly, like, draw a line in the sand with people at your place, or does it kind of, like, fall on deaf ears? Get put in a similar situation when people are expecting. Yeah. I just hate it because, like, I mean, I don't want to sound rude or mean, but, like, other people's problems, them taking time off is on them, and the work handling, it should be the work should do it better. So like whether the guy quits or whether people are having babies or people get sick or anything happens, I feel like your job should just be prepared to make it happen. And being prepared to make it happen should not be your job telling you, yeah, we're going to have you also help cover for them. Hopefully you remember how to do that job that you haven't done in a long time because you promoted out of it a while ago. That's kind of how I feel like things are going to go for me later in June and July. And now probably this week and next. I'm going to have to like remember how to do things I haven't done in years. You quit your other job because of this? Yeah, it's just... on deaf ears because when a client returns stuff to you in the evening, like... See, that's dumb. That they put you in that position. I'm honestly, like, pretty sure I've pissed off... I've stepped on toes hard enough to, like, bruise them a couple weeks ago at my place. Again, I don't want to be too specific. But, like... even I was just like, damn, I am being really firm right now. It paid off in the end, but it was just like... I don't know. I hate that it has to come to being as firm as we have to be sometimes with clients, and then, like, sometimes still it doesn't work because you still get put in bad situations, right? Like, you say, hey, I don't like the way this is going anymore, here's my solution for it, and here's what's going to happen if it happens again. And then they back off, things get better, and a couple of months later, you're noticing it happening again. Or, like, maybe you get a little bit more money, but you just know you're going to be putting up with it while making a little bit more money, like, until your sanity, dies. You got put on field duty because a guy got a kid, which is fair. Okay, you're holding the fort for a few months. And then they decided that I was just going to keep... See, that's what I don't like. What I've started doing at my current place is, like, I peck constantly at anything I don't want to have to, like, I shouldn't have to deal with. So, like, am I due for a raise? Cool. We're going to be talking about it every single week until I get it. You go to bed? Okay, good night. And, like, do we need... Is something now my responsibility? Cool. Write it into my job description. Give me more money for having taken it over. Until it's in my job description, I'm not doing it. And then, on top of that, like, okay, cool. I'm adding that to my job. That's also right. We're going to add something to my job description that prioritizes different things differently. So that when I do this extra thing for you and it makes me not have time to do the other thing for you, I can gladly say, well, it's written right here that I don't get the option D unless I can finish option C in time. I didn't get a chance to do that, therefore I'm not liable for that thing not getting done. I actually had to do that recently, so... They don't even give you a raise. After 3 months, they're like, you're doing good. Just do what you're doing. 7 to 8 hours. See? That's the craziest thing to me, is like, companies will do that to people. Hey, what did I just kill? What the hell was that? That was weird. I don't even know what I just killed. Yeah, I love it too. They're like so proud of the work you're doing. You're like, so are you gonna pay me more? Yeah, right? Like, whatever that was is dead. I know recently... not recently. Maybe not recently, or maybe it is, I don't know. We had to talk about job duties, because I can do a lot of things. I can pretty much do almost any job that anybody else can do in my departments, because I've kind of learned how to do them. Because I'm interested in seeing how people do things. Mainly because I want to see, like, how badly are you cheesing your job to, like, save time for yourself and, like, push your work on others. Because my job went through, like, an internal, like, optimization thing recently where we revamped everything we do. And it made us way, way more efficient. And, because of that, I remember a lot of duties that, you know, have gotten pushed around a lot, and a couple of them landed on me. And when it came time to get more money for it, it came down to me telling them everything that I do, and they're like, well, that's just your job, right? I'm like, yes, the job I'm not being currently paid to do. Let's just say that conversation got awkward really quick. But I think it was important to do. You like to learn how it works, so if someone big is BSing you know. Yeah. I mean, like, great example. I have met people, like, when I've switched jobs, because I've gotten, like, if I feel like I'm kind of, like, plateaued at my job, I won't quit, but I'll start job hunting. And I don't burn bridges. Like, I'll let them know, like, hey, I've opened my resume because I'm bored. And money's not going to fix it. And, you know, that's led to some interesting conversations. I've been offered more money to stay, and I'm like, no. And, so they're like, then I get to the new job, and I'm like, cool, small fish, big pond, I'm happy now. I'm not, you know, I got a lot of progression to make. And damn, some of these guys make me think, like, I have a lot more... Bear, purple, come on, come here. Sorry, 1 second. Yellow. No barking. Quiet. Good boy. Where people are like, man, this guy is super smart. Like, he really knows his stuff. He's so confident. He's been doing this for 10 years. And then, you know, a year later when I finally learned how to do their job, and I'm like, okay, maybe the gap wasn't as big as I thought. It's still big, but it's not impossible. It's doable. And then I start to notice that some of the guys, like, way overstated their abilities, sweeping a lot of things under the rug, weren't nearly as detail-oriented as they thought, because I'm catching a lot of mistakes regularly that their managers just never noticed they were making, because they kind of just never showed it. And I'm like, man, like, I don't do that. And I know, the fun part too is, like, I had a coworker at one time. He's just like, you know, I do the exact same thing as the other guys, yet my numbers are always lower. And I'm like, you want to know why? Because the other guys game the system, you don't. So yeah, you get in trouble for not looking like you're doing your job right, because you're being honest. Most people are not honest. Most people, they have to clock in and, you know, a 30-minute job, and it takes them 10. They're putting a full 30, maybe 45, because it took them extra long, supposedly. But it didn't. You get it done in 5 minutes, you put 5 minutes down. Now you have 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes of you not having anything to do because nobody's giving you something to do yet. And then it makes you look bad. So, once he realized that most of his peers were gaming the system and actually doing less work than him, he was kind of pissed. And sometimes mess up happens, they brush under the rug, yes. It's kind of interesting too, because department managers sometimes don't want to deal with the headache that their employee caused, and they're like, it's okay, he was just stressed. I'm like, no, you don't know stress yet. You're going to be real stressed when I have to deal with this with the other managers, and they find out that you guys have been doing this wrong the whole time. So how about fix it now? Being a hard ass is important sometimes. People don't have to like you. They don't have to dislike you. But at the same time, like, you don't have to suffer to earn other people's favor at work. I found that out. Like, I would rather be neutral with somebody than, you know, have to come to work stressed out because I'm helping them do something that they shouldn't. That's causing me extra work and responsibility and effort. So, it's got to be equal. We gotta screw off together, right? So, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That seems to work kind of well for most people. But, you know, there's always the coworkers that just think that they're so smart. No, we need to put you on. This isn't robots that are coworkers. The type that just, like, want to come to work, like, do bare minimum, go home. And then they complain that I don't get paid enough to do it any better. And it's just like, but you also suck at your job. Sometimes when you have to go in pairs for that dumb 4-hour there and back. Oh, that's down. That seems like way overkill. If you like have another person with you and it's like, well, we can't even double it up. They'll not engage in conversation the whole trip. Oh my god. That would drive me nuts. I think me and all but like maybe 1 or 2 of my coworkers can have a conversation indefinitely if we're ever in a room together. You're chit-chatting. I know, like, you're like, imagine you don't even get good radio reception and it's just like a really dry drive where neither one of you talk the whole time. That kind of reminds me too, like when me and my buddy drove to California recently, 6.5 hours each way. I don't think we shut up the entire time. Like, the drive back, we definitely had to try a little bit to make things to conversate about, but it wasn't that hard. But the drive there was just done. Like, we talked so much that that drive felt like it was just instant. It was so good. And I was worried that it was going to be so like slow, and it wasn't. Flying's different, though. One of them played talk radio too when he drove, but he didn't blast like some like Christian conservative radio about how you're going to hell if you don't vote for their politician or something. It does, and like that's the important part, and that's why I hate flying. Just because it's really hard to pass that time. It's so freaking boring. Sometimes you pick it up between the towns you pass. That's the worst. Yeah, we don't get to drive anymore. You sleep the time. I try, but I'm never tired when I fly. And like, I already have like my back is not the best. Like if I had to do a stand-up cashier job, I'm pretty sure I'd crumple. And it makes, you know, like deadlifts and squats interesting, but they work. I've fallen off a lot of things as a kid, so different parts of my body are not in the best shape anymore. But like, yeah, flying, especially sleeping, like I'll wake up and I'm like, I can't bend. Like I can't move. Where's the ibuprofen at? It sucks. I don't know how like really big people fly. Like my boss being like 6'6" or 6'7" or however tall he is, I have no idea how that guy can get on an airplane. No, actually I don't. That's probably why he drives everywhere when he has to travel. What am I looking for? Kadala, where are you? There you are. We need bracers. Bracers. Can these emanate, I wonder? I have yet to look up the emanation guide on what can and can't. That was like a cheap picture of it. I need to find it eventually. Excuse me. Alright, so now we've got more damage because we've cubed Death Diggers. Nice, very satchel. You needed a sanity break. Sometimes you're too nice and you're too willing to help. Well, that's a good thing. I think it's important to be willing to help, but know who to help, right? Like, I know people that, like, over the years, like, I've had friends who are like, I'll do a lot for them. I'll help them move. You name it on a Saturday, sure, let's do it. It's 120 degrees outside. Let's let the sun go down a little bit. Buy me something to drink. Your stuff's packed. I love you. Cool, I'll help you all day. I just gotta move boxes. But then I have other friends that, like, you go to help them, now their stuff's packed. Takes 2 days to move. Suddenly they're like complaining that you don't want to come back the next day to help them finish. And, you know, there's all kinds of other things that happen. That they kind of treat your niceness like that. So it like kind of enhances your perception of like Maybe I should double check how much I give them. Or people in the future too, like depending on how you react to my help with you, determines on how much more help I will give you in moving forward in life. Yeah, I do too. Let's just say, you cut her off entirely? Yeah, I've been... Corona has made it easy to stay away from people. Your husband was upset on your behalf? Oh, about how she was acting to you. She blocked your Facebook. See, for a second I thought when you said that your husband was upset that you didn't let him see your friend anymore. I was like, what? But, yeah, I think that we all have, like, at least somebody in our life. Like, I think we all have somebody in our life where we're just, like, when we think about having to deal with them, we just kind of groan, and we're just like, I just don't want to. And I think it's important to, like, let those people go. You just said you helped her too much. He's just looking out for you. He cares, see? That was him caring for you, knowing that you didn't have a line with that person that probably needed to be there, right? You're trying to let things slide. Yeah, it's easy too, because, like, especially if you've known somebody for a very, very long time, it's easy to, like, not let it build up, right? Like, you can go a few years with only, like, a problem a month with them, and you're just like, it's annoying, but, like I've known them for so much in my life, how do I just tell them no anymore? Ah! Sorry. I almost blew myself up. Unless you went across the lines of the pipe up and tell her you... And she didn't take... Yeah, see, and that's the thing about those people. Like, they don't take your criticism of the way they act lightly. Oh. What? How'd I die? Huh. She doubled down hard. Yeah, see? And there's a lot of people in life that are just, like, straight-up manipulators like that. So, like... The way I think about it, I think a lot of people that manipulate have no idea that they manipulate as hard as they do. I know, right? Like, just straight rip. Gone. Owie. Like, I know somebody that... Like, if he doesn't take no as an answer very well, and he'll be like, why not? And I'm like, because I said no? Well, that's not like you're doing anything that day. Why can't you come over and do this? Because I don't want to? Because I value my time, and you should respect that, and also respect that I deserve to do whatever I want with my time? Ooh. Okay, we don't really stun, but that's an emanation, so it's cool. Then you learn the friends you met through all avoid her are more like acquaintances. The one that tore off enough, she managed to bother to block you. Hey, I'm happy for you that you did that. It probably felt really good. Like ripping off a scab, you know what I mean? And by scab, I mean that she was a scab. Total scab. Hi, Bear. I love you too, boy. It's just, like, I wish it was easier to be able to cut people off that were, like, definitely harmful for your mental well-being. But I also wish there was a way for those people to realize that they're just really manipulating and that they... I think it's just because people haven't told them that how they're being for so long that they don't realize it, maybe? And they have to lose friends to realize the type of friend that they are to others. Hi. He keeps trying to stretch and look at me, but he can't because he's on my plastic, like, carpet cover thing. And now he's whining. Okay. Very professional bear. Oh, this is a dead end, yep. You asked if you get a medal, and the other friend said you want a piece of mind from the BS? Really shows how you got blindsided, how fast she kind of flips through friends. Yeah. Like, I know I have a friend that the one I haven't seen for a while. Like, I kind of happy because they had a lot of, like, they were very open about some really, like, just not cool political views that they had that they thought were totally, like, I don't know. intelligent people's political views, although they're just political. So, like, you know, have an opinion, be bothered on it. Don't double down on everything. Nothing is, you know, especially in politics. There are I don't know, there are a lot of shades of gray. And I think the whole like I don't know. When you have friends that just bring it up a lot, like it's their lifestyle and their identity, and then you try to tell them that it's just not that way, and then they just immediately talk to you like you're an idiot, and you're just like, yeah, I could sit here and argue with you, or I could just not be involved with you anymore. Shade of grade. The problem is, like, those types of people typically feel like they're even more right than they were because of the fact that you won't argue with them. And they're like, see, they don't argue with me because I'm right. And you're just like, man, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Right now we're raising gems so we don't die as fast. Man, I died even with this damn weapon on. Jeez. There's 762 life and we still died. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we don't want to reroll that. Wow, I got a lot of achievements just now. Let's go for some cooldown. Yoink. Yoink. Ooh. I need better shoulders. This discussion, the sentiment is we saw the Discord. Oh god, yes, I saw. I saw that. That was interesting. I was actually hanging out with my friend. We were drinking beer. And I was showing him this little idle game I typically run on my machine. And I flipped over to Tony's Discord. I'm like, this is the only active Discord I have on my computer. And then I saw a conversation going by. I was like, oh my. Oh my. I didn't read word for word because it was like, I had company over, so I didn't get a chance to, but did everything turn out okay? It seems like overall, it got kind of weird, right? Ooh, Yang's recurve, Yang. Yeah, Yang's recurve bow. I'm gonna keep that. Restraint, we need this. I'm gonna put you here. I don't know what gems I'm supposed to be using. I think I have an idea, but I'm gonna pop this for now. Not really. Oh, I think from what I saw, it just seemed like there was this is the shoulders, right? Okay. Another person is kind of doubling down on that, doing a double down thing. You know what? I'm trying to do a stupid. Yeah, I totally understand that. That's why, like, I'm so hesitant. Like, I don't ever post on, like, message boards and stuff. Like, you'll never see me use websites. Like, I have an account on Reddit. I will never, ever post there. On the Discords, typically, like, I have every Discord server muted by default. I just do that always. Because if I see a notification, I read the notification, and that's just bad. But, like, typically I feel like it's easier to respond to stuff with emotes than, or like, what do you call it? Like the little emote you can tie to a space in the name. The reactions. So my mother, once you started dropping in just me sarcastic, maybe stop. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Hopefully, like, I don't know, hopefully that didn't bother you too much about like being in that Discord. There are certain people that make that Discord worth being there for, right? It's kind of interesting. I didn't, but I don't know. Oh, not interesting. Sorry, brain. I was gonna say like, no. You know Tony and Mama person. They're nice. You like them. They are some of the nicest like people I've met. I freaking love them. They're so cool. You don't want to go poop on his nice place. Yeah, I've gotten close to it with. I remember at one point like I was gonna say something to Snail, and back when I first started going to the streams, But I was like, you know, it's just... Maybe I shouldn't. I like Tony a lot. And I don't want to cause any problems in, you know, on his Discord or on his stream or stuff like that. So I know how you feel. God, my fan is on and it doesn't feel like it's on. I have the fan and the AC on and it's still hot as hell. You meant the thing that pissed you off really is like, you might as well support the rapist. He did not say that. Jeez. Yeah, and I saw some of the stuff you were mentioning. I actually did read some of the stuff that you mentioned too, so it's just like, I feel like you have credibility in what you say because you've been in certain scenarios that have led you to have the opinions that you do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. With some of the stuff that you mentioned, I'm surprised it didn't kind of like change his perspective, I guess. Ooh, 2 pairs of boots. Are they better? Ew. Okay. Better. Boom. We have gained 4% toughness at the cost of 0.4% damage. I'll take this trade. Let's saber build too. Safe. Perhaps we should rebuild the character's looks because he looks really dumb right now. Let's try to make ourselves look more like a bug. Oh, it took off my wings. Oh, there it is. How do I tell what I've turned my head to look like? Let's make ourselves a spiky mess. Yeah, you're trying to examine how he was in his position and not to deal with it firsthand, the dangers and repercussions, and not emotional fun times. It took you years for your okay to start speaking up about it, and too many people were. Exactly. Like, I'm gonna have this rocker. See, that's what I think. Like, I think a lot of people have this, like, this opinion that's, like, it's convenient to say, but, Letterkenny said it funny, like, real good the other day when we were watching it. They said, like, everybody's an expert. Must be freaking nice. You know? And I think that's kind of, like, what you ran into. Was just, like, the everybody's an expert type of thing, maybe. Of just another person. And, yeah, I feel like some people might be in a position where like, well, you know, my opinion's not offensive, but, you know, this is my 2 cents, but then they don't exactly open themselves up to accept the other point of view as like, maybe I should change. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. If I would, like, it's hard, you know what I mean? Because you try to reason with people, and you're just like, at the end of it, you're just like, man, all that did was piss me off. They haven't changed, nothing's different on that side, but now I'm kind of just annoyed. And I'm sure that's what, you know, what by the end of yesterday, that's probably what that felt like for you. Oh my god. My character definitely does not work out his legs. Jeez. It's like he's got 4 arms. I think this is about as bug-like as I can get. There we go. Now, if I was a bug, what type of ranged weapon would I have? Definitely this one, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna grab some tea. Hell yeah. That's what I was saying, like, No, you keep pretending to be our ally, but we don't want you. Thanks, I guess. And you just tell them to shoo, you're like, get out of here. Oh yeah, right, I have this other game running in the background too. These damn idle games. Boss 47 getting owned. Nice. Sorry if the game muted. I know it does that when I click out of it. My apologies. Alright, so Dawn's got cooldown. The Fortress Ballista, I mean, maybe we should roll the cooldown, or the damage off on the cooldown. It's not worth... Let me see here. No, that thing is not worth using a Ramalodni's on. It is terrible. Oh my god. Let's just roll off the damage. There. We've given ourselves quite a bit of extra cooldown since we've gone into a dungeon. We got the 6% on the shoulders. We got 9% on each weapon now. We're sitting pretty good. What do we got for cooldown now? 37.65%. I think that's just enough. With Dawn, right? No, not even close. But close enough. Yeah, because all we're missing is, what, an accessory slot? Yeah. I don't know how I feel about cubing the one ring that everybody uses. This guy right here, the Convention of Elements. Still kind of up in the air. I might still eventually just cube something else. We have to use squirts. We have to use squirts of focus and restraint. And we might still... Oh God, where's the one that I like to use instead? Let me find it. It's not here. Oh yeah, it is. Honestly, we probably could use the elusive ring because smoke screen, shadow power, all of them, those are really solid still. Doesn't smoke screen? Yeah, but at 14, that's so much. Remove the display. Hey, welcome back. What kind of tea did you get? I was drinking coffee with almost no creamer today, and it was like not great. I was like, man, how am I ever gonna drink tea? Jasmine? Ooh. That's Min. Min drinks jasmine tea like all the time. You'll be happy to know, like yesterday, she woke up, and I was like, I've already started boiling water for your tea. Which is easy. I mean, just fill in the water kettle with water and press the button. She's like, look at this favor I have done you. Even though it's like not much effort. Those are small things that count, right? Let's do one more Greater Rift. Let's go up to 50. Got a variety of teas, switch it around, have something different than I go with coffee every day. I'd like to, like, I feel like I can do pretty good without having the caffeine that I'm used to having a lot. Like, I don't need the caffeine to function. It's just nice to have. So I could probably get away with, like, switching in tea for coffee sometimes, and I don't think it would bother me that much. If anything, it'd help, because then I'd have less creamer in my diet, and I would love to get rid of creamer. Teas are caffeinated too. Yeah. And, like, some teas can have, like, 30 or 40 milligrams of caffeine, right, per serving. So I wouldn't even be losing all the caffeine that I'm used to having. That's kind of a win-win. Oh damn, there's still that big old cooldown gap. Oh, we're flying now. Look at the speed! Move over, Sonic. Because a crazy dude spinning in circles is now your nemesis. Oh, that damn near killed me. Woo! Oh, this build is so crazy. What am I even doing? Just go with the actual leaf ones, black, green, red. Wait. Trying to mix in like non-caffeinated teas like jasmine, barley, chrysanthemum, and so on. Yeah. I think it would be nice overall to get rid of caffeine eventually. I'm more interested in getting rid of sugar. Because, like, imagine life without sugar and everything that you eat or drink. The death butterfly. And they even flutter. Isn't that great? Alright, so we have GoD. We don't need it. No, we can't use it. No, we don't want to use it. But as you get older, you're more sensitive to caffeine? Really? My message or sleep cycle. For me, I feel like it's up and down. That's already bad. I know. Sometimes it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for you, and you're on the stream. I'm just like, holy shit, it's so late for you, and you work tomorrow. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I generally try to like cut off caffeine by like 4 or 5 because that's usually when I usually try to have like a bang or some kind of energy drink by like 2 o'clock. I like the flavor more than I like the caffeine, honestly. But yeah, that usually doesn't bother me. We haven't changed my schedule. It's been weird though because it's hard to stay up till 11, even though I've shifted my day an hour later. I still want to go to bed by like 10. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Oh, wait, what am I doing? This is for the other guy. Yeah, let's see. Oh. Yeah, from in Singapore, that we can't figure out what time zone you were in because you were up and chatting with her all hours of the day. She's like, you could be in any time zone. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh yeah, by I'm insomniac. Surprise. Does that make it so some days you just end up sleeping until like noon, and then you get up and you're like, God damn it. What time did I get up today? 7? Yeah. That ended up working out. Me and the whole house actually, yeah. My buddy woke up at the same time. Min woke up not long after. Dogs were up because I was up. Doing their crazy dog things like barking and chasing birds. I want ring, but no. Here, have this. Yeah, you get a couple of days where you sleep for like 2 to 3s. And you go up, be out. Then a couple hours of up, you get tired and go to sleep again. Technically get your 6 to 8 hours of sleep. But split into 2 to 3 naps, you sound just like men. You people in your sleep. Sometimes she'll get incomplete sleep. Like, I'll wake up at 7, and like we went to bed at the same time at 11, but I'll see a message from her like 2:30 in the morning. She's like, "Hey, I got up and did some work on my some admin tasks and some work stuff," and I'm just like, "Great. What time did you go to bed then?" But then, like, sometimes she'll do that and then also get up with me and be like, by the way, since I got up in the middle of the night to work for a little while, I'm going to have to go back to sleep later this morning for a little bit. I'm like, man, that sucks. That would, like, frustrate me so much. Like, getting incomplete sleep is, like, legitimately frustrating. Because, like, nothing feels better than waking up realizing that you never woke up in the middle of the night. Although, I guess I don't have much to talk about, because, like, I almost never wake up feeling well rested. No matter where I sleep, or how. I haven't had, like, I think I get, like, a couple well-rested days a year, I feel like. Where, like, I wake up and I legitimately feel good, ready to go, and, like, ready to tackle everything. In a few days, you just end up crashing. Yeah. Like, you just cannot keep your eyes open, right? Like, you don't have the energy to do something, and you just have to go back and take a nap. Do you end up getting good sleep on those days? Oh my god, how am I not live? Let me tell you, I should not be right now. I feel like the older I get, like, the harder it is to get to sleep. Because I feel like when I was younger, I used to beat my alarm. A lot of times waking up. Or I'd be able to wake up and immediately just jump out of bed. Like, I was ready to go. Like, literally, I could jump out of bed. I was so ready to wake up when I got up in the morning. Because the time you felt well rested is when you put you under to extract your wisdom teeth? Well, I think we know what you must do. Honey, put me under. I'd like to go to bed now. I don't know where you would get the anesthetic, but... anesthesia, but, you know. What if you, like, went to school to become an anesthesiologist just to literally put yourself to sleep at night? Would that be weird? You get out of bed, but it's more like an anxiety induced. Like worrying about what you're gonna have to do next day, or like, even though it's just like, no matter what, you've done you've done thousands of days of work in your life, but that next one, you're just like, I feel like sometimes on like Sunday nights or Monday mornings, I just get this like dread. Like, regardless of how bad work gets, you're probably gonna get through the day, but like sometimes that dread just hits you and you're just like, ouch. Yeah, you had the procedure done and you're like, wow, I feel so refreshed. Just waiting for your ride in the dental assistant thought you were waiting to get procedure done still. No, you just got shit stuff. You got stuff to do. Well, like, you do a circle and you come back in the next day. Hey, I don't think you guys pulled my wisdom tooth. Can you put me back under and check again? And they were just like, no. All right, let's see. Those are getting anxiety dreams. Wake up and sweat. So like you have a dream or like something like you have a really bad day at work, or like have you had one of the ones where like you think your car got stolen, or like you got into an accident and then you're like freaking out because you're like, great, now I'm screwed for a while until I get through this problem, and then you wake up and it didn't actually happen, but you're so stressed out because you thought it did, or because your body's still in the feeling that you thought you were in that mode. I've had both those dreams before. Oh. I remember waking up because I thought it was a work day when it wasn't. Like, god damn it, work. Like, it's like a Saturday. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm like, shit! Ah! And I'm like, wait a minute. Yesterday was Friday. The power our works have over us is terrible. Let's just say that me and business owners don't get along sometimes because of how much I believe that of an advantage our bosses already have over us for businesses. Like, even when I'm not at work, you guys sometimes still stress me out. I remember one time, like a couple of months ago, I thought that somebody stole my car while my garage door never opened for them to steal it. And I got stressed out just wondering how the hell they stole my car without opening my garage door, and not so much about my car actually being stolen. Like, how stupid am I? Nice, we got simplicity strength. Also, has this habit to turn off your alarm before it comes off in your sleep. Ah. How to get you change any time so it would actually ring you up. So you're saying like your alarm goes off and you turn it off before you fully wake up so that you actually just end up sleeping